What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Battle Break 11, not 9 like my tweet because I can't read Roman numerals. This is our Strive Top 6. I am Tabby. Joined with me today is Sunny D. Sunny D, how you doing?
Good.
Righteous, righteous. All right, good games, good times, good vibes here at Core PDX. We thank all our sponsors we just saw beforehand, as well as I'd like you to thank you for your time to check out that Matcherino that we got going on right now. You can do !GG Matcherino. We got $1 in there right now, but we got a bunch of codes to be claimed. So please make sure to claim those codes. I want them all gone by grand finals. I want to see all these free money. You already did your taxes. That's like kind of free money, but the government took interest on it. This is real free money for these players that they can get it, they can earn it, and they can, have a good time. These people are putting thousands of hours into these games to win these brackets. So definitely, I recommend that you claim these codes. I already see them being claimed right now. Let's go, Jossum.
Yeah,
Let's go, Jossum, for claiming the codes.
You didn't grind Temkin for so long for nothing, guys.
That's real. That's real. That is real. And also, we can take a look at our top 8 so far that we had earlier on. You can see who got knocked out already. It'll be going over to my co-commentator, Sunny D, getting knocked out. But in our winner's side, which is our first match, we got Q versus the K22. Over in losers, we have Zaran and Monty, and then Smokey and Wolfe coming through.
Smokey and Wilson's going to be it. They've been playing for years.
Oh, yeah.
They're all going to be super tight matches. Every single one of them is going to go down to the wire.
Yep, and that's what you want to see here as we get our players getting ready for it. Now loading into it, getting the fist bump. Milia versus Potemkin. Q, the Potemkin player, K22. The Milia player, K22, just had a really good showing at bonus round at the last big tournament that happened. We had Portland Punish a couple weeks ago, but I don't even remember what happened there because time's a blur. But K22 ended up getting second at bonus round in one of the most stacked brackets I've seen in PW in a long time. So hopefully we can see if they can keep that going forward here. If Q's going to be able to snipe him.
Q got second himself at Portland Punish just last week. So
losing to Plantain Poppy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but who's unfortunately not here today. Yeah. So we get a new crown of the King of Portland coming up.
Milia versus Potemkin.
Let's see what happens. We get into it here right now. I'm going to get up back on K22. No, just goes for the it's a cross up.
Gets to run the Milia mix. Oh. Block that.
Good backdash on the flick right there. Just trying to reset the neutral pacing as you get to control a lot of it with Milia right there. Once again, checking the grid with the 2Ks. Forces burst out for Q. Air car.
That'll do it. Gonna break wall.
No meter on deck to get the hard knockdown right now.
Got a whole stick of butter though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, missed the air throw.
Yeah, I like that. Just being able to jump over them, trying to space them out. Now staying really calm, just hitting with 2Ps, trying to be safe on these matches, getting a good knockdown as well. I got hit. Hit. That was nasty. That was.
You got Milia. Nothing you can do about it.
Schmixing and schmoving this early, though, can be dangerous because if you try to be bringing those setups again and again, a player like Q is very good at recognizing that and adapting to it. So if you keep trying to do the same things over and over again, it's going to get predictable. You have to really mix it up. Unfortunate, not able to break the wall there, and Q teching off and now getting a huge reward for it.
Oh. Capel's going to save. Oh, the throw on the landing recovery. Yep. Oh, right through the Potemkin Buster.
Yeah. The good old winger resets back to neutral. Now just trying to use Mega Fist to control any forward momentum and lands that confirm right at the very end.
Scaring K2 with the plus frames on Gerudo.
Yeah. It's hard. It's dangerous. Having to deal with those plus frames. And Q doesn't want to deal with any of those disc plus frames. It just forces the burst out early. Hammer Fist getting the armor through into a Carapot Buster.
Oh, tries to go for the read, doesn't work out.
Yeah. K20 is doing a really good job of just going for neutral jumps here to try to bait out a lot of the momentum that Q is doing. So I really like that you can't let the grapple player be getting that kind of momentum. But they will get a nice J2H right there, forced to block the anti-air grab. Hammer close it out. Yeah. Good stuff from both the players right now. Like I said, I like what K22 is doing, but Q has just been very, very good at making these minor changes on those decisions that they think K22 can make. Just like that, a good IBFD to try to space out the neutral pacing. Oh, but he's clip while backdashing.
He's doing a really good job despite really speed, not letting K2 dictate the pace in neutral. So
yeah, but here we go.
Keep him walking.
But K20 now trying to get that tempo swing back into their favor, but leaves a gap for Q to grab him. So now Garuda 1, walk forward, Garuda 2, BRC gets hit.
And
Yeah,
that's going to be dead.
Oh, no.
Drops the combo. Okay, chips him out.
Q smirking over there, knowing what he did. Tried to be funny. Tried to hit him with the triple Garuda kill instead of going for the pot buster to guarantee, but had to risk it there. Had to play a little dangerous in K20 now. Going to try to not let that get to them as they get this full wall carry there.
Oh, another bad moon.
I like the use of these TK bad moons without 50 meter because a lot of times you see Millia's only going for it once you have that 50 meter, but K20 willing to use these riskier options. Well, they don't have ways to keep him safe. Garuda once again keep him in the corner, but gets the air dash out.
Compel.
Couldn't get the extension because they had to use both of the air options just to get out, but we'll use that hair car confirm right at the very end.
Not quite 50 meter for the hard knockdown.
Yeah, it's always so tough right there.
Oh, the far slash? Yep, that'll do it.
Q saving on the burst. No need to be a hero here this early into the set right now, especially when you got games to spare, games to download, games to get information. Slide heads, just keeping the frames. Nice use of the Capel right there. Same side mid, the classic.
Nice quick punish on the 2S.
Yeah. It forces the burst over there after the overhead. Slide head armoring through and the full charge does.
Oh, what's he got?
Yeah.
Okay, the burst makes sense.
You just get as much damage as you can until the burst comes back. So I like that from K20, knowing that you're just going to die if you let him keep that combo. Good IBFDs with the YRC.
That was absolutely the worst possible situation you could have YRC'd there.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. Got the FD pushed him out.
I mean, they did the right call with the IBFD there. They were what I'm pretty sure they were looking for was just for the BRC, the catch forward, but they were still in hit stun just for those last couple of frames, so they ended up getting YRC instead. Always unfortunate right now. Good blocks on that mix from Q. Just trying to play really patient, trying to hit him with the chops, hit him with the armors, but
nice way to get to the armor there.
Yeah, there we go. Now this is a dangerous situation. Millia can only die here, actually.
Yep.
Oh,
we got a little bit left.
I thought that would have killed him, I'm going to be honest. But send the clip to Sage Jam because Q knew that they had to keep it going to the wall. Able to take that one now. Sitting match point.
Oh, the gold burst. What is he going to do with it?
Oh, good trades on the butt slam right there. Yeah, PRC Prop Buster.
They PRC it?
Yeah, I like to just get the guaranteed damage at the corner. No wall break. Burst still available on deck for K20 and goes for a risky 2P mash right there. Just get out any throw setups.
That's gonna have a little one last. No,
you have to. Yeah, you had to. It's a checkmate situation because you need to burst to live there, but Q is just buffering back while they get the timing right to be able to clap him out of the air and pull him down. So that's Q with a quick and clean 3-0 here.
Definitely very, very tough for Millia to get any momentum on Potemkin.
So the thing is like you look at a character like Millia where she has those high mobility tools. It just requires you to you kind of have to snowball in this game plan. Like Millia can just run the mix and then 50-50 you to death, essentially, just going for all the different high-low left-right opportunities that she has on deck. But a player like Q has really, really good neutral sense, really good sense of how players are thinking and what they're wanting to be doing at any given time. So he is very much able to get past a lot of that stuff. When you saw early on that Q was getting blown out by mix-ups, right?
Yes.
But K20 never got opportunities to be doing a lot of new mix-ups. It was a lot of the same disc set, go for this kind of mix. And so Q, once they got a recognition of like, oh, okay, this is what their habits are in these situations with these health bars, was able to just break through and get out of this, reset back to neutral, and then you're in a less momentum swing pacing with Millia, and when you have those good player reads, you're just, chop, 5H, far S, slide head. You saw the amount of slide heads that were just forcing them to block. Then they got the micro walk forward, slide head again, hammer fall, and then they just got hit for it.
Yeah.
So the patience and the aggression that Q can bring to the table, I think, really helped them there. When I've seen Bishop versus Ankle Gator, for example, for like a P&W matchup that's happened, and generally Bishop has a in that matchup, I've seen Bishop just like snowball because they're able to get the momentum swing really early and just take it over. But that's that match. That's a match in the past.
Yep.
Match we don't got to worry about now. We got our losers side match. This is Zaran versus Manny. I believe Manny, right?
Yep,
yeah,
that's
Manny.
Manny.
Yeah.
Biken versus Ram.
Yeah, I was watching them play, watching Monty play earlier, and their RAM is very solid. Like that's someone I hadn't really seen a whole lot come through the stuff, at least on my end. Or if they do, I just don't ever get to watch games. And they're very good at controlling the neutral pacing. They're very good at just like saying like, hey, I'm gonna like throw my buttons out here. It's up for you to deal with them. But Zaran is someone who's also very good at dealing with those people, especially with a character like Viking.
Oh, the button.
Yeah, just button check right now. Always good. This is the number one thing I recommend. It's always button check every time you sit down in a setup, because you know the longer these consoles are on, they can kind of deteriorate. They can, not deteriorate. That's a bad word. They can
Get messed up.
They just get messed up over time. It's just a thing with electronics. Turn off your computers. Like I know there's people out there that don't turn off their computers. Do it. Power cycle them. It's healthy. It keeps them clean. You don't want to do it like every 20 seconds, turning them off and on, but definitely, you know, power cycle your consoles at tournaments as well. I know there's at like larger events, there's staff on or volunteers that are just there to power cycle consoles now.
Yeah.
They're just there to swap stuff out. It's crazy. So here we go. All right, logging in. Got to go with the same colors as well. What song are you picking? Oh, I'm gonna judge them. Okay, acceptable.
Pretty solid.
Acceptable.
Pretty solid. Yeah.
There's a lot of songs I would have gone boo towards, but
Personally, I think our Rock Parade heavily underrated in my opinion.
it's like
fine.
Just
a fun song.
It's
a fun song.
It's like solid. It's like fine. It's like fine. But they put on the if I hear the town inside me one more time, I swear.
It's a fun song to listen to, but in match.
Yeah, that's where
not
I'm
it.
at. That's where I'm at. It's like I need music that sounds good in the game. Like Viking theme is sick, but you don't ever hear it because you have to deal with that intro. Just like the intro to our game right here. So Zaran getting a great burst bait early on. Now gets to go.
Makes up Johnson. Mixing them over and over again. Shove them to the corner.
All right, here we go. Checking them low right there. Yeah, just into the super confirm, guarantee the round right there. I really like this from Zaran. Zaran setting early on, just like, hey, you don't get to control the pacing of the match. Because if you let a Ramethal control the pacing, it's Jover. It's Joarida. And so Zaran doing a really good job. Yeah, just like early aggression, forcing Manny to block, and allowing things like Kabari to work. But Manny got an opportunity to come in, so Zaran will burst out.
Oh, all right. You're going to be able to convert that into... choose to keep the wall to get more pressure.
Yeah.
Good idea. Wouldn't have gone a lot of damage just off of the JP starter. BRC forward.
I like that with the positive bonus. Oh, through whiff, but didn't have a positive bonus to come up just yet. So Motobato comes through.
Motorboat, yep.
Motorboat? It's Motobato. It's Motobato.
Yeah, motorboat.
Kitsy stays. All right, here we go. JH, yeah, good blocks on the Ozanson right there, but still allowing Zaran to take their turn and gets the tether. So now, misses the Ozanson confirm right at the very end there. Unfortunate. So Monty got a chance now. Rekka just send it back to neutral. 6H counter hit.
Big slap. Trying to go for some jump reads here.
Yeah, Ozanson connecting right there. I really like Zaran's being super aggressive about their uses of Ozanson right now, forcing Monty to be constantly guessing. Good 5-8 or 5S. Yeah.
Nice Daro pulls up, and that'll be game.
Yeah, Monty doing a really good job of utilizing the dash momentum on the Daro starter to psych Zaran out, because a lot of players aren't ready for just like the Ram player. You're expecting like /5H, just poking them out, and then they're just like scoop, and it can be really difficult to deal with a lot of the time. So I definitely think it's very good to see that early as well. Know where to readjust yourself, knowing that Manny gets a chance to run up, tries to start the sword pressure, but Zaran just resets back out. Now trying to get the Kabari pokes.
Zaran's doing a really good job at making Monty afraid of the Kabari RPS on block.
And that's something you want to try to implement early, because it can always be really scary. Tries to catch him with the dust lacking, but Zaran prepared for it. And now just resets back out, trying to play safe, trying to hit him with the backside of those Yozansons.
Not letting him leave.
No.
Oh, tries it. Oh, glides right out.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Good IBs right there, though. Finally being able to get the punish on Zaran, opting to use that Yozanson too much. And Manny getting some solid damage.
Or jumps. Oh, that hitbox waited forever.
It was still active, so Zaran got the guard break in the air, so not as bad as it could have been on the ground. Gets the nice cross-up, though. It's like Leo Whitefang with an eye patch. All right. Yeah, I like that. Just 6B.
Yeah.
Just saying, no, thank you. You got to stop doing all this air stuff. You're being up there too much. You can't do it. Good trades.
Oh, and the gold burst.
Yeah.
Oh, gets shimmies out of the corner.
Yeah, good backdash on there on the JH right there, knowing the weird like side swap opportunities and knowing that they got to keep this pressure going, forcing Zaran to use all the meter on the FD, but still found an opportunity to open him up.
Oh.
I like that. Gets the whiff for the timing, but still ends with the Motobato. Yeah. But even after a hard knockdown, knowing that they're just running up to get the Ozansen, but man, he does not let that get to them. 2D connects, sword comes through. And it's tied up.
Okay, we got trade round start. Ooh.
All right, good burst. Just reset back out. Gets the run in, or gets the Daro in right there.
Oh, drops the combo.
Staggering right now, trying to get Zaran to break, but they've been very good on defense. But unfortunately, this parry's not working out this game.
Read on the parry. That is set. That's that point. Yeah.
It's now up 2-0. So Mani's got to win one more game. Zaran's got to try to get their opportunity to make it out. One thing I've been noticing is Mani's doing a really good job of pressuring out these parry timings. Like Zaran has not gotten one to work yet. The delay staggers have been so on point so far. Now you see Zaran being a lot more cautious, playing a lot calmer. So staggering out right now, forces the FD. Ozansen finally opens him up.
Burst back in the corner. Not a terrible burst. Down quite a bit of health, but off the corner unfortunately didn't work out, as right back in the situation we just got out of.
Oh, but wasn't ready for the wall stick confirm right there, so did not get the hard knockdown. Saving the meter on deck for these interactions over here in the post wall break. Ozansen trying to catch Manny, lacking, but Manny not having it.
Oh, whiffs the throw.
Yeah. Zaran took a couple games, but getting the recognition, knowing what Mani wants to be doing here. Good use of the far slash right there, trying to just control these ground games. Tether keeping them close. There we go. Ozansen RC doesn't have burst on deck, so gets a guaranteed wall break.
Okay. Didn't have meter though.
Yeah, it's always weird that you using the tap dust to try to catch him out for it. 6HRC though keeps him connected. There's the tap dust RC.
Okay. Bringing it back. Oh, tried to bait the burst, didn't work out.
Never bait the burst. Never bait the burst.
Not when they're 2 rounds up.
Yeah, it's I'm just very anti baiting the burst. The amount of times that let burst baits come through and they just never work out is like, what are you doing? Just come on.
Yeah.
I see. All right, changing the music up. What are you doing? What are you putting it on?
Oh, ammo.
Do not do. Okay, thank God.
Ammo. Don't put Mazel. Kiss of Death? No? That's
okay, you got to have the character power-up theme. You got to have the character power-up theme because, as we all know, this is more important than the character select side of things. Having the music selection, it gives you, it channels your inner demon to come out. That's why you never let the Kai players pick their themes because they always pick Roar the Spark and they always win. That's why you lose one game, immediately change.
Just don't ever make sure you don't have holy orders on your setup. It's over for you.
It's over.
It's done. They won already.
Pack it up, go home, pray to God, and you should pray for this round start to work out for you. But both players just staying really cautious in the neutral game.
Yeah.
Try to use these JSs, try to use these Yozansens, but Manny finally getting to start their own pressure after it this time. Nice counter hit JS, getting a solid confirm.
Mani did a really good job at not letting Zaran control airspace at all.
What a deep hitting 6P, but unfortunately didn't connect, but the clash is a will, forcing the burst out for Mani.
Okay. Explosion keeps them in there.
Yeah. I like that just being forced to hold the explosion block so you don't have to deal with any of the scary stuff happening on the ground, but you will have to be forced to use your burst there. All right. Yeah. Got a deep enough Yazan, so didn't have to spend the meter on the combo, so good recognition there. Kabari, no RPS this time, just seeing that they're willing to block it. RC goes for the mix, but YRC's out and tosses it back into the corner.
Oh, nice smash out. Knew they were afraid of the parry.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. I like that. A lot of times going for the throw punish there because if you're even slightly late, your buttons don't work. So Zaran recognizing, oh, they were late on press, I'm just going to RC out of there and blow him up for trying to throw me. Johnson whiffing, but still getting to keep the pressure going. Yeah. All right. Oh,
whiffs the second one back in the corner.
The good walk forward over there to make that whiff. But Zaran still finding opportunities.
Nice
to go.
smash out of the Tabari.
Yep. Don't want to deal with that. It's still dangerous though, because like if you're going to try to mash there, Zaran can just be cautious and blow you up for it with the frontside follow up. Now we're tied up 2-2. Anyone's game. You got a match. I like that. Just let it think. Take a breath. You got 60 seconds or whatever, 30 seconds. Breathe, because there's so much happening in these games. Strive is a game at a micro level that there is so much happening at any given point that you have to be very you're never making the right decision because your opponent's layering so much behind on their micro. Well, your macro may be good, your macro may be pretty easy to pilot, the macro on this seems easy, but like these little decisions, just like the no follow-up on the jump right there, having to IAD out of the corner situation, it can be so scary to deal with. And once again, good knockdowns, gets the Johnson set. PRC to keep the momentum. Nice jump up, trying to bait out the Zaran trying to blow up the throw.
That's the back, that close slash, and a really nice corner confirm.
Yeah, I like that. Just utilizing the tatamis to like space control, and then as soon as they got into that range where Zaran could just stay on the ground, Monty forced to jump. 6P out there now. Zaran sitting
Big
match point.
QH starter. All right.
But it's safe. Good blocks right here, but a nice mash out on the PRC attempt.
A little too late. Keep mashing that 5P.
Yeah, good IB. Not allowing them to get the RPS afterwards. I like that. The use of the 6P in the neutral spacing right there with how much Zaran has been pressuring out Kabaris and far slashes. So, tries to bait the burst, but instead get a gold burst for it. So this is actually incredibly dangerous. One big counter hit could lead to a lot, but it's not going to happen so far. 6P block.
And all that butter's gone.
Yeah. And a good low.
That'll be it.
Yeah. You see Zaran catching the breath, knowing they had to make that reverse sweep, being down 2-0, and being able to make those adaptations, get the reads on Monty, and fully press forward.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff from both the competitors. Monty now out of the tournament, but out at 5th. So good
Not
showing.
Bad at all.
For like this bracket was stacked. Like our top end of the players are all very active and they're playing the game a lot, playing a lot together.
Yeah.
So the skill level is very even. So it's always interesting to see who can make those micro adaptations in bracket and push on forward. All right, but up next we've got Smokey and Wilson Wolfe playing each other. Yeah, this is as I don't know if you can hear the crowd, but they're saying this is a classic matchup. So these are two people who I would say, like, from what I know at least, I think they've even before Striver coming out, they were grinding each other a lot. They were playing the game against each other a lot, or playing fighting games. So you're going to see interactions happen that are playing at like Yomi layer 28.
Yeah,
like your only move is layer 28. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens, because this is also a matchup that. In the U.S., you don't see as frequently, but it happens a lot in Asia. This is Anji versus Gold Lewis. I'm assuming both these players are going to be sticking with Anji and Gold Lewis. I would see no reason for them to switch it off in these situations for now. And this is a matchup that is very snowbally one way or another. Gold Lewis not having the best defensive options in the world, but if you let him get an inch to breathe, and he lands one knockdown, you just have to hold so much pressure, and it can be so terrifying to deal with. Meanwhile, Anji, on the other hand, you're dealing with the Fujin pressure, and a lot of it you're going to see going for resets, you're going to see going for fan follow-up, for co-follow-up, trying to catch him out from doing anything crazy. And then, once you've gotten past that layer, then you're going to be seeing them try to cycle back to layer 1, going for low overheads. You're going to see the no Fujin follow-ups, Fujin, RC Fujin. There's going to be a lot happening in this. There's a lot that you're going to but like I said, it really comes down to these early round start interactions and who's able to snowball through. But if you're able to guess right, if you're able to get those player reads and be like, hey, I know you're going to do, overhead behemoth into like plus overhead behemoth into like minus low, and then you find that gap, air dash out, you get to start your turn. It can be really good. And this is the start.
And trips that behemoth was far slash.
There we go. Yeah, and you see
Big plus frames.
Yeah, and there's the drone coming out. The Secretary of Ultimate offense coming through with the Secretary of Ultimate defense.
Oh.
And there you go, spinning through the Behemoth Typhoon, forces a PRC. Is a really big interaction. A lot of the neutral game, forcing Smokey to use that meter there. Forcing Wilson. Oh, yeah. It was on at security level 3 on that drone right there, so it gave Smokey a chance to now put him in the corner and get the PRC mix-up, forces the burst. Level 3 drone out, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this from Wilson, just being very cautious to be constantly using the PRC, the meter for PRC, to be blowing up all those spin attempts, and then getting into situations like this where you're forced to be holding the Behemoth Typhoons. There we go, nice JD in. Oh, good clash with the 6P right there, giving Smokey a chance to try to come forward.
They're doing a great job navigating these huge disjoints that Wilson's throwing out with spin, far slash.
Yeah, but this is the danger. You want to be keeping... Okay, they are going to go for the ball break here. Normally, you want to keep Gold Loose in the corner as long as possible because now you're in a neutral reset. They're going to back away and have level 3 security on deck. So they have a ton of tools and access for them. But these Behemoth Typhoons are going to be doing a lot of the work here, getting that huge tip damage, risk gauge building up. Oh, I like that backdash, trying to bait out the throw attempt, but Wilson was already prepared for
the
it.
JD. Oh, barely.
Ooh. Just barely. Just
little
barely.
tippy toes poking through that drone.
Try to go for hop follow-up, but...
6P.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I like it. Just keep the hard knockdown. Let you get into these situations. Big counter hit starter.
Fat Millia.
Yep, Fat Millia.
Yep.
You may not like I said, this is what was the trailer? It was the Secretary of Ultimate Defense, but honestly, he's the Secretary of Ultimate Offense. He's constantly locking you down, constantly pressuring you. But you saw, just like what I was talking about, a lot of the snowball game, as soon as Wilson was able to get anything going, they were just steamrolling these rounds. And Smokey on the same thing. But
super hard for either of these characters to get out of each other's pressure. So whenever somebody gets something going, it's going to last a while.
Yep. It can be a little bit easier for Smokey in certain situations, just having the use of that spin, but had to spin early, so they were forced to block the laser beam coming from downtown. Now gets a good jump in, able to start the pressure, but good backdash out to reset to neutral.
You're going to get the overhead. Tries to make the burst work out.
Right, butterfly set, good IVs, but gets clipped by the second hit, so now has to burst out of that pressure.
Nice JP.
Yeah. It's good. All right, PRC keeping it safe. It gets the black beat.
Very nice.
Those black beat setups are always pretty hard to deal with. So good on Wilson for making them work. Spins through and gets a nice 2S anti-air.
Gonna get big damage here. Through the wall? No?
No, just keeps him down to get the charge dust now. No burst on deck, so just taking some respectable damage, has a lot of health, and gets a raw overhead, like I said, cycling back to that layer 1. We hadn't been seeing them go for that a lot, so now going to be forcing them to look out for that in following Fujin mixes. All right, now spacing out, keep it careful.
Well, tries to go for something on wake up, didn't work out.
I like that 6B attempt. You've been seeing Wilson go in the air a lot, so Smokey trying to cover that. But Wilson staying on the ground this time, staying with these Behemoth Typhoons.
Oh, didn't quite get the conversion there.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Oh, bad burp, but good butterfly confirm right there. I like it.
All right.
Trying to bait out the throw, but Wilson keeping it calm, keeping it classic, keeping it up 2-0 here. Now you see Smokey taking a breather, really, letting him think it in, trying to be like, what do I got to do? What do I have to do to overpass? To overpass? Yeah, I mean to beat this matchup. There's a lot going on, a lot of these micro decisions, and it's going to see what they want to change to. Tries to go for the fan set, but Wilson is already ready for the 5P check on it.
Oh, nice 6P.
I like that. Tries to go for the overhead mix, but even Wilson was ready for it. Able to block out of it and able to toss him back into the corner.
Oh, he's going to get the confirm and the reset.
You're dead. Yep.
Yeah, if he got that full turn.
Didn't get the...
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely dead.
At the wall, gets the extra damage.
The Japanese guts is not going to save him this time.
It doesn't save it from American damage.
So true.
All right, here we go. Nice 6K. Get this, having him stomp the yard, and now being forced to take this Behemoth Typhoon all the way into the corner.
Dash. Nice call out. And the spin counter hit close slash. Gonna use the burst.
It's like pretty respectable to use the burst there because you know that if you can reset to the neutral and win it, you're gonna be in such a huge advantage. But Smokey just allowing him to keep the pressure going, constantly checking him, but gave him an opportunity to jump out now, start their own pressure PRC forward, keeping it up.
So very plus there.
Yeah. Oh, tried to press after drone, but was ready for it. So instead, will gold burst.
Oh, it might not matter.
Parry,
okay, makes sense.
Oh, what a weird confirm because it like didn't juggle him far enough, but will use the RC confirm at the very end.
So that jump H is really good at baiting that super while also keeping pressure when sometimes don't have to give up the medium.
There you go. All right, good JD.
Gets whip punch forward slash, back dash forward slash.
Oh, good use on the press of the 5P right there, trying to get, just trying to control the spacing. But instead, Smokey on an opportunity to go for a little fancy mix.
Oh, calls him out real good there on the fan. Gets him with the overhead.
Yeah. Drone set, goes for the mix, caught him lacking on there, and yeah, stop. It's so hard. It's so hard to deal with because they're constantly just going high, low, high, low, high, low, and it's forcing you to recognize. And like they're going high, low, while still keeping their turn. That's I think like, the worst thing about it. So always hard to deal with. But Wilson gonna be moving on forward. Smokey did an excellent showing there, trying to tame the beast, but couldn't make it out all the way through. So that'll be that's gonna be Zaran versus Wilson Wolfe in our loser semis match. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see which of those two are going to be able to take it out. And they were having them sit back down once again, getting right into it. Don't even give them a chance to breathe.
Definitely a hard match for Gold Lewis. It doesn't have the best XP. It's going to be kind of hard for Gold to swat Biken's really good air buttons. And Perry's going to do a really good job at calling out all the gaps in those behemoths.
Yep, if you're able to react to the behemoth typhoons, at least like the slower ones that give you more reward, like if they go for, I don't remember what the actual one was, but like the under behemoth typhoon.
Yeah.
That one's a little. It's not as. It's harder to deal with parry. But if they're, you're trying to go for the big overheads, the big like plus swings, they're going to recognize that and just go, oh, force like parry, and then you die. Now Gold Lewis gives more opportunities to do it, just having the higher health, being a bigger body character, but you can't be doing it so frequently. You can't be using those slow buttons because if Zaran is ready for it, they're just going to blow you up for it.
Gold Lewis does have the mid screen though. It's not too bad for Gold Lewis since he does have decent left-right mix with JK, JH, so it's decent at working around the parry along with drone when he has full meter.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to snowball. That's Gold Lewis. Gold Lewis is a snowball character. If they're able to get that big snowball going on, it can be hard for them to deal with. But Zaran has been showing a really good job of controlling the neutral once they get a read on what their opponents want to do. Yozanson hitting from behind. Now going to give them the big extension with that counter hit. Force them to the corner, but got side swapped on the jump in.
Good recognition from Wilson.
Yeah, and gets the wall break right there to take the first round. This is the first game of our loser semis though right now, so it is 0-0 going into it. And yeah, just tries the 6 feet because you've been seeing Zaran go into the air a lot, trying to just control with those JSs, but instead forcing him to stay on the ground and now getting a good knockdown, but doesn't get the good Oki, so the burst forced out here.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, nice. Jump right over them. Keeps it safe with the drone.
All right, here we go. Good hits right now. Getting the big damage. Zaran just probably, tries to go on the aggression right here, knowing that they have a round to spend, but Skyfish comes through.
Gonna waste that meter as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a good air-to-air right there. You've been seeing Zaran just try to control that, like, in all their games. They really try to control that upper, like, quarter screen of the airspace and force their opponent to come through. But Wilson has been really good about just saying, like, no, you got to come to me. You got to deal with what my pressure is, because I'm going to still be able to hit you from there. I'm still going to be able to throw my shenanigans at you. But as soon as Zaran gets in situations like this, into these corners, this is where it's going to be hard for Wilson to make a big comeback, but they find the opportunity, hitting him with the Protect back fist. And into the bomb, keeping the pressure going and getting a good extension. Yeah.
Gets some mix-up.
Yeah, the Fat Million mix giving them these good hits right here, but Zaran still has meter on deck, so can get out of these tougher situations. Tried to FD, but got caught low. Wilson looking clean right now.
Yeah, that far slash, super good round star option.
Here we go.
Okay. Decides to keep in the corner. Oh, and it was worth it. Gets a really good confirm. Oh, and messed up the super input. Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to get the huge damage, but still now has a meter on deck, so will use it to YRC out of the situation. Has Tether, which could have given him some big bombos, but Zaran ready for it, keeping the tatami pressure up.
Throw reset.
Yeah, I like that. Just spend the meter to get the guaranteed wall break right there. It's a little like weird sometimes, but you know, just always getting a good positive bonus is always nice, and always getting around is always nice.
Vikin's so good at catching his backdashes, this 2H. Cannot get away from him.
All right, but a great jump in, not able to get the big connect as it was at the little bit of the tip range, but you will get these Behemoth Typhoons. Good 6P.
Nice 6P.
But just too far out to get a big combo. So instead, getting the opportunity to run and jump and bringing them from the west coast to the east coast of this corner.
Yep. Goes to super. Forces good RP. Hopefully.
2H whiffed right there, so that gave allowed the laser to actually connect. 6P though will connect with the Behemoth Typhoon. Fat Million Mix gets backdashed out of, so they will stay safe, but he will get clipped.
Nice.
Gets a perfect. Wilson Wolfe with a perfect here in our loser semifinals here at Battle Break 11 at Core PDX. Check out the Matcherino, exclamation mark GG Matcherino. All right. I like it, just control the neutral, trying to use like, you know, the standard mid-screen pokes, the JS's. Oh, but a good parry, that's what we were talking about.
Yep.
We see not a ton of damage on it because you have a lot of health on access to, but if you let too many of those add up, it can be scary. Burst force after Tether Yozansen came through.
Huge JS trading with that JH. Oh. Should survive. Yeah, very healthy man. Gonna get one more opportunity on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, and has a lot of meter to burn as well, so we'll get the immediate BRC forward, trying to just pause the screen, trying to just get a recognition of what they're doing.
Oh.
And Zaran gets opened up, so now you have to hold this.
Oh, okay. Wasted the burst. That's super good. Even if Wilson doesn't win this, wasted the burst for next round.
I mean, like the thing is, you had to burst there because you were gonna die off it. It was a mistimed parry, so the big counter hit was coming through. It was such a scary situation. Nice 6K, open him up, just trying to get all the chip damage, but that big counter is gonna be big damage with a big super.
No. Oh wow.
Yep,
Okay. Yep. Didn't even have to turn it. Just normal one hit.
Nope, far enough on there that the like late on gut scaling of Viking didn't kick in, so they were just able to get the quick and clean hit with the guaranteed wall break damage afterwards. And now going to be sitting at match point right here. But we've seen Zaran come back from these situations before. Let's see if they can do it again. Nice 6P.
Just one hit away from ending Zaran's life here.
Yep. All right, drone set, trying to control it. Forces the burst, but it whiffs.
Big chance here for Zaran.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to worry about it. Take a lot more risks now that the burst is gone.
I mean, you can't take too many. That life with a gold loose at 50 meter, or now with 50 meter, it's a really scary situation. But they will get tossed, will get tethered for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Closes it out. Zaran coming back from the brink of defeat and able to bring it up now 2-1.
Looks like Wilson was getting a little bit greedy to just get that final hit and really trying to.
Yeah.
Very hard against Viking, of course, but.
Well, it's very hard against players with such good defense like Zaran does. Just being able to just willing to block, willing to know knowing exactly when to press, forcing burst out early, drone coming through. But a JH getting a nice counter hit as Wilson Wolfe tried to air and will instead get hit big for it. Yozansen RC at the wall, and you're dead quick and clean.
Another perfect.
Yeah. Nice 6K. I like the use of the 6K. As Zaran's been trying to go for the trying to just go for a lot of forward momentum early on and clipping him for it, but this JS finally connecting.
JD right over that.
Yeah, here we go. All right, back turn Behemoth Typhoon into the drone set. You have to hold all these plus frames. Yeah. And you can see Zaran is trying to fish for that parry right now. They're trying to find an opportunity to make the big comeback, but Wilson Wolfe changing those timings ever so slightly, switching up these Behemoth Typhoons, and now tying up once again at match point. Oh, but a nice deep hit right there on a side swap, giving Zaran a good start.
Oh, this is a little bit too high up.
Yeah, trying to open up with the air Behemoth Typhoon, it's always so risky to deal with. Here we go. All right, gets the run back in after the tether is gone as well, and gets a good counter hit.
We'll see if Zaran should be able to get burst back, but it might not matter.
No, Wilson Wolfe forced to burst out here, forced to throw the drone, and there it is.
Drone didn't quite connect.
Yeah, but it did give him a lot of corner pressure here, and Johansson gave him a backup, but wasn't able to get the full combo. And now you have to be very careful as well, forcing to use all your meter on FD just to try to get a chance to come in.
Clips his toes with that jump slash.
Even in negative penalty, was able to clip his toes right there, just backing off, just trying to control the space. Now Zaran brings it up 2-2.
We need the second reverse. Are we going to get yet another reverse 3-0 from Zaran in top 8?
You know, we could see that coming, but that's also good. That also has the potential to be pretty risky because that's a lot of games that you're playing. That's a lot of your mental stack being gone just to make it further into the bracket. And some of these other people have time to wait. They've had time to breathe. Get a nice bite of a quesadilla. All right, but here we go. Good, solid confirm.
Big damage into wall break.
But wasn't didn't quite able to get the big damage, but they will get
from behind.
Yeah. Wow, the scooping him up from under with the Behemoth Typhoon, and Wilson Wolfe for third round in a row now, sitting match point. Let's see if Zaran can make the comeback. No burst on deck for either player, so it's some honest footsies, honest defense, and honest mids coming through. Good hit, but not able to get a big extension at that range of the wall. Yeah, there we go.
Johnson.
Yep. And got the JD as well for the solid damage. And Wilson Wolfe playing very carefully. Just trying to do whatever they can, get the extra damage, try to build up the burst.
Really want to get that drone out so they could have some presence in neutral, but Zaran was just flying all over the place. Wouldn't let it happen.
Zaran has a really good read on the timing for when they're wanting to throw drone out, so they're not able to actually get any super big rewards off of it. Because we see once Wilson does, it's very, very good for them. But Zaran just snowballing super early. Drone set now out, but the Blicky comes through.
Just destroys it.
All right. Good staggers. Oh, but open up with the Johansson on the tether. And, counter it.
And, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
But just do it again. Just get it again. Do the same combo one more time. And that's Zaran taking it 3-2. Getting another reverse sweep there.
Yeah.
That's loser sevens. You see Zaran just like, oh my goodness, I've been having to go through all these reverse sweeps, all these big comebacks. It's so hard. And they still got more sets. They have to have two more sets to win the whole thing come through. So let's see if they can take it, because they'll be fighting K20 now in losers finals. I'd like to, now that we're in a little bit of a more formal break and I'm not just throwing it in the middle of a game, please, once again, !GG Matcherino. Please claim all of those codes that are available. I don't know how many do we got left right now, Streamrunner. Let's see. We got 43 codes left. I want to, like I said, I want to see all those codes gone. Share it with your mom, your dad, your dog, anyone who's got a Twitter account, because I know y'all are on Twitter. I see you tweeting. I'm on there. And I know I'm tweeting, so I know you got it. But claim those codes. It's 2 clicks. It's 2 clicks to get into the Matcherino to claim these codes, and it's free money. This is a free $25 to the prize pool if we get all these codes gone. Or, no, it's not 25. It's because it's 25. It's $12.50 in the prize pool. There you go. Math is hard. Math is hard. Yep. The people who are good at math, those are the ones being good at the game. They're the ones who are on camera right now. That's why I'm back here. I'm just saying words and stuff. But here we go. Players getting ready. I'm assuming that K20 is going to be sticking with the Millia. I don't see a reason for them to go to Chip here. I don't even know if they play Chip.
They do not. They play Axel, though, which might
be...
I don't think it's better than Millia. But
like,
Not in this matchup, at least.
I think you having the high mobility and having the ability to play air footsies better, especially versus someone like Zaran, who's been button checking.
Yeah, right.
Versus someone like Zaran, who you've been seeing in all these games, has just been like, all right, ID back, ID forward, JS, JD, just trying to control all that air spacing. If you have the ability to play air footsies, like the jump forward, air back dash, make them whip, then you get a dash in and actually get to hit them for whipping those buttons. It's a really big advantage.
Yeah.
As well, going for the mix now, there are callouts onto the mix where, like I've seen certain Melia setups that normally work, and the Vikings just mash parry and then they blow them up for it.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, if you make one wrong decision as Melia, you are going to die for it. You are having that low health versus a character who deals incredibly high damage, like Viking. It can be... You just die. I don't know how to say. You kind of just die. You explode. You go to hell. And so there is like an idea of like, oh, maybe I want to play like a healthier character so I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But, I definitely also think for someone like K20, just stick to your guns, stick to what you know, especially this late into a bracket. Don't try to do anything weird. Don't do anything crazy. Pick that Melia Rage. Pick that color 4. Change the song. What are you going to change it to? No, keeping it? Okay, necessary discrepancy. On the Bedman stage. Oh, no, okay, change it.
I do like the Fairy Force. Trigger?
Trigger? Acceptable.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
Not my favorite, but,
It's a song in the video game.
Yeah. As long as you don't choose a Jacko theme, we're friends.
I could not even tell you what Jacko theme is. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Thirsty? Yeah. Drink up. All right, now we're getting into it. First game, K20 versus Zaran right now. And you see both these players trying to control that airspace, but the Yozansen coming through, getting a big confirm, forces a burst from both players really, really early on. Just saying, no, thank you. I don't want to deal with these shenanigans. I don't want to deal with all this pressure. I just want to hit you with my buttons. Right. Good IB on the Yozansen right there, keeping them safe. And now YRC in the air to just get out, but Capel side-swapping him.
YRC not really, aerial YRC not usually the best option for most characters, but with Melia's high air mobility, they can basically just get a free mix off of the air YRC.
Now, this is the danger of how Zaran's been playing. We see once like someone like K20 who's just willing to like play really defensively, allow you to do all this stuff, they're entering negative penalty, which is a huge, like, it's something that you never really see against someone who's just wanting to play really, really defensively in the air. And creates opportunities like that where it's just like, oh, I now just don't have a meter to deal with what you're bringing to the table. So K20 able to use that opportunity to get the full run in and, snowball that first round forward and get a good throw to start their mix as well. Same side low. Oh, missed the close slash right there, but still able to find a good confirm, able to find the winger, pick him up, put him down through the other side of the wall. And Zaran in a dangerous position, but still has burst on deck. And will find a good clash. Here we go, yeah.
Yep.
And you see, there's a really, like, once Zaran realizes, like, oh, I can't just be in the air. I have to stay on the ground. I have to try to play air footsies. And then K20 is like, yeah, you do, but I don't. I gotta just be up here. I gotta be doing whatever I want. And now able to blow him up for it and able to find these really good mixes. But we've seen this before. Zaran using these early rounds in these events as download to get all the information, then getting the reverse sweep. So, can K20 be the one to change it, or will they be able to move to keep the timeline as it's going right now? Good IBFDs, but still able to get a good RPS follow-up afterwards.
Gus loop combo.
Yeah.
Hurt.
And do a super wall break. Still in like a one-touch situation, off of like a solid hit, but these good IBs coming through from K20 just say, hey, no pressure for you. I just want to be safe. I want to find these good confirms, then I'm going to keep them in the wall. Yeah, no wall break right there. Just goes for the high-low.
Oh, nice. Able to turn us around in their favor.
Yeah, now it's a one-touch situation for either of these players, but the neutral so far has been going to K20, and will keep going to it with the JS clipping him out in the air.
Gets the read on the round start.
Yeah, big counter hit on the close slash right there. Oh, good PRC, just gets out of the situation, like realizing, oh, I'm in the danger zone, don't want to be there. Not Tom Kenny.
Nice IBFD to send Biken all the way back to full screen.
All right. Good match. Yeah, I like that. Just utilizing these 2Bs from both players, honestly. Just be like, hey, no, this is a stop sign. No, thank you. I'm good. This is my safe space. Please don't come in here. Nice. Far slash trying to clip him out early on right here. But once again, every time Zaran is trying to control the ground spacing, once they think, oh yeah, K20 is going to stick there, they're just getting the immediate jump over and finding those opening opportunities. Now going to get a good H-disc mix.
That's so hard to block.
Oh.
Nice PRC to get the throw.
Yeah. I believe they were trying to parry there as well, so had to throw punish to get the good knockdown. There it is. Rose coming through, but a good IBFD, spacing him out, making him whiff, getting a punish. Now Zaran has to be really careful here. All right, good throw during that spacing to close it out. And now that's K20 up 2-0 here in our losers finals. And I see Zaran playing, once again, once they get into this losing situation, they play a lot more cautious, a lot more patient. But they're, they've been able to utilize that to full success. It's going to be up to K20 to see if they can change it up. Good blocks on the Bad Moon.
Yeah. Especially impressive since K2 has no meter. Definitely not something you'd expect to happen.
Exactly. All right, good knockdown.
Gonna run the mix.
Yeah, and there we go. Now you see Zaran like able to recognize, like, okay, this is what you're trying to do on these mixes and able to get these blocks. So off to a good start here. And getting more mix. RC to bait the burst, but it's not going to matter. Wall break.
That setup, you actually have to block away from the wall, or else you just get hit. It's a huge knowledge trick. Yeah. And even if you know it, sometimes you just don't recognize you're in that situation. So
it's unblockable unless you're ready for it. Like, I totally get it. All right. Good use. Yeah, just
bait the burst.
Yeah, and getting a good throw as well. So you were to see just backs off away, trying to think they're going to do something crazy on the wake up. But instead, on the approach in, Zaran found a hit, but still got tossed out. Oh, that would have been a big starter, but wasn't able to get the pickup that they're looking for. Nice PRC after the Ozanson, able to find the cheeky overhead, but the mix is going to work.
Not quite yet.
No. Yeah, but caught him.
That'll be it.
Yeah, caught the toes after the PRC disc right there. But excellent showing from K20, able to take it 3-0. Zaran, definitely, I think, like, they had to go through so many long sets to get up to this point. That it's just like your mental stack has already been overloaded, having to go, find all these deep runbacks. You get to a Amelia player who knows you, they know how you want to play, they know how you want to think. And then they're also layering 72 different mix-ups on there. It can be incredibly hard to deal with.
Yeah.
All right, but here we are now in our grand finals coming through. It's a rematch of our winners side. So it's Q versus K20. K22 in the loser side of the bracket. It's standard 3 out of 5. It's Guilty Gear. We all know what we're doing. Here. But yeah, once again, one of our towards the end of our final reminders. Big push for that match, Reno. !GG match Reno. Claim those codes. Please, I'm begging you at this point. So yeah, we will hopefully get that all taken up. They're going for random music, random stage. I never trust that. There's stages that are like I find have too much visual clutter in the background. I'm a Canyon hater. If you pick Canyon, man,
I see some people like, oh, it's too bright to my eyes. I don't know. It's simple. It's
Canyon
kind of epic. It's an epic setting.
Canyon
I like it.
makes certain things completely invisible to me. I'm not even colorblind.
Charge Dust.
Yeah. Leo S. Boom, Gunflame, Eno Note.
Gotcha.
Rensen is super hard. I blame you, Tickle. I'm blaming you. And for our grand finals here, good. Oh, we're just button checking.
Definitely, I think this is definitely the move from K2 to go Axel over Melia. This is definitely one of the worst matchups. It's Zoner versus Grappler. So tails all the time.
Yeah, it is a hard matchup, but once again, we've seen Q is able to play so patiently. They have the right mindset to just dash walk in.
Yes.
And if you can be that patient, if you can just get through, the Axel has to be committal on their options. So if they get into a situation, like you get into that like 1/3 screen range where like where 2H would hit, Renson isn't super effective in that range because you can get the reads in if you get the jump over, they get the block, you put them back down to the ground, you're still in their face, then you're holding the close range axe pressure, as well as like that. Being able to flick Renson explosion follow-up gives you opportunities to reset the neutral. But right now, K20 keeping it pretty safe. And once again, there's that committal option with like a 2S thing, and they're going to go in the air, and that gave Q a chance, push him all the way into the corner and force that burst out.
Yeah, that's definitely agree with that burst.
Oh, baiting out the reversal, but unfortunately, oh no.
Yeah, jumps over the second hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
missed up the RC timing, but it doesn't even matter. Keep it.
Send a message. I don't need the pop buster.
You don't need it. You wanted it, but you don't need it right there. Axel having the low health as well, but a nice air throw. All right.
Gonna get the big buttons. K2 not scared.
Yeah, I like that use of the 6H to try to space it out. Was just a little too far to be able to actually get the big confirm on it. Oh, there we go.
Nice
Good.
Break through the armor.
Yeah. And getting the OTG with the 2H after the air command grab, but now getting it back on the ground.
Reactable command grab again.
And there's 2H on the late hit of the, once the armor's gone away. But, tried to use JP right there to air, but was not able to recover in time to get the big punish. So that gives Q another chance to now go for these Garuda impact mixes. Tap dust combo. Tried to bait a burst, so Axel from the K22 will just 2K.
5 frame 2K, definitely.
Active for 5 frames as well. It's a really good bug. Good hit, yeah.
Command grab again.
So hard to be dealing with sometimes if you're not ready for it. All right, yeah, good
gold burst.
Yeah, I like that. Just throw him out of it. Seemed like Q, had been wanting to go for the RC super early to try to bait him out like they were before, and will instead be just constantly opening him up with these full screen hit grabs. Oh, 2H connecting once again with the Renson confirm, and that's K22 taking game one.
Didn't get a chance to use any of that meter, unfortunately. K2 just kept him out the entire time.
Now, another thing to mention is that Q does have a Geo. I know it's not super active, but if Q's feeling like, hey, this is too difficult, K22's got too much of a read on me, they can switch to that.
Yes.
As well as potentially some other characters on deck, but right now these pop busters working out great for him. All right, yeah, now just gold burst, get away. Good flick on the Renson follow-up, so not able to utilize the command grab. RC will break the armor. Oh, this is hard to deal with.
Yep.
Q blew me up with that setup like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nice thing is that like if you're able to get in these situations where you're constantly poking them, you find these good grabs. Pot has a lot of really good checkmate situations, especially versus a character like Axel, where your best defensive options are throw and 2K. So now we see K22 getting to bring them back out into the full screen now, trying to pressure them, forced to use that PRC, try to keep the momentum going, but Hammer Fist comes through.
Outruns the command grab. Yep, 6P's it into the throw.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, knocks him across the sky over here. Yeah, now, thought they were going to go for a jump in right there, but K20 just staying on the ground, keeping a little more cautious. 6P whiffing to try to bait some stuff out, but Q still found an opportunity to come through. Garuda RC into the grab to guarantee that kill right there. Now tied up 1-1. The thing is, like that's what we were saying back. Q was able to find those opportunities where they had those hard read situations. That K22 was like, oh, I made the wrong call, and then you die for it. Just like that, finding a good opportunity to play footsies with the 5H. Or handsies if you ask in Street Fighter 6. All right. Nice use right there. Just constantly trying to pressure them. Good use of a far slash to clip them out right at the very end, though. Get a good knockdown with the Axel Bomber.
Yeah, big damage and push them all the way back full screen.
A lot of scrambling happened right there.
K2 really just wanted that gold burst to guarantee they'd be able to keep Q out.
Found the close slash OTG with the dash as well.
Axel Bomber.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happens now. Yeah, just tries to air them, seeing how much K20 just wanted to like jump back, go for JSs, go for Rainwaters. the Hammer Fist comes through, able to armor through, was not ready for it this time, so gave Q an advantage, but K20 immediately getting hit with it once again. Nice IBFD.
Yeah, nice.
Even earned a trophy for it. Let's go, Chivos. Oh,
That's my PS5 too, so.
let's go. I like that use of the super there to blow through these pot busters, and now K22's got a read on them, knowing when, hey, Q, I know when you want to throw me, and so I'm going to start trying to blow you up for it. Try to anti-air grab.
Damn it. Plus frames, corner.
Yep. Now having to hold it. J28.
Oh, catches 3 in the jump. Yep.
Yeah, gets the extension, but not able to find a kill, but they will find a pot buster. Q keeping it alive. All right, good knockdown. Gerda 1. Gerda 2. Yeah.
I'm right through that far slash. Oh.
Tried a 6P, but just instead gets a trade, but still able to keep the corner positioning and able to get a pot buster.
Another one.
Once K22 thought they had the right read, Q's like, no, time to change it up. Time to mix up when I'm going to strike, when I'm going to throw, when you're going to die. But right now, anti-airing. Doing a good job just utilizing these 5Ps, these 6Ks. Just really close a lot of them out. But Aegis Reflector coming through. And you have to hold this just BRC, but you're not forced to block this, and it puts you in a bad situation.
Nice.
So Gold Burst out.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
So,
tries to get the command grab.
Yeah. Q now ready for it this time, just able to jump over it, able to control the spacing a little bit better. Oh, found the Mega Fist.
Oh, flashes with the Rainwater.
Hits right on those disjoints right there, but now being forced to hold this Renson pressure. Aegis Reflector on the run-up attempt. So you have to be so...
catches the backdash with Hammerfall.
Yeah, because you're just wanting the backdash away from the the death wall that's coming to you, and
super jumping over it, super risky, just throw you right out of the air.
Exactly, yeah. So he was able to recognize that and able to get the Hammerfall on him. Now able to control the tempo of this match once again into their favor. Good burst out.
Yeah, using slide head.
Yeah.
The lifeblood of this matchup, really.
And gets an RRC the FRC combo right there. Keeping him in the corner, and nice use.
Breaks his armor.
Yep.
Nice. Interesting combo.
Getting these good knockdowns, but the jump back JS able to be punishing those slide heads now.
That's another throw on it. On the
Oh!
Punish.
I thought there was still more to that round, but Q knew otherwise with that pop buster. And now sitting tournament point here.
That Megafist is phased right through him, man, almost.
All right.
Pressure going. Okay, escapes. Nice. Catches during landing recovery.
Yep. Good hits. Just gets the solid knockdown. Oh, found the 2K counter hit, but not able to get a bit confirmed. So PRC comes through to block.
Nice Pierce. Nice awareness. Five-piece nail. Yep, Renson.
All right,
and he should be alive.
Nope, you're dead.
Whoa.
That was right about the same health as we saw last time.
Right.
Guts hadn't kicked in, and that's Q taking it 3-1 here, the winner of Battle Break 11 here in Portland, Oregon.
KC put up a good fight, but Q's is so patient.
I do like the Axel pick, but once you see Q's very patient, just willing to hey, I understand this is a bad matchup. I understand what I have to do, and they're willing to utilize that and just wait patiently. Because once you got further in the sets, K20 started making these more committal options, and Q was like, oh, okay, I know your pattern, I know what you're doing, and just thread the needle and blew them up for it. Every single time a pot buster connected, it was killing. Where it was either round start get you to 50% or you're dead, and then just having to be holding the rest of the pressure was very difficult to deal with for any character on the cast. But definitely a good showing from both of our players there. As we see, we take a look back on the top 8 now coming through on deck. No grand finals reset needed, as Q was able to take it 3-1 to be our champion here for this month.
Oh, I did get top 8.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I
Let's
didn't
go.
realize.
Let's go. Just like you should go over to the Matcherino right over there. Exclamation mark GG Matcherino. Please claim those codes. It'll be up for a little bit. I don't think it'll be cashed out like quite immediately. So, send it to your friends, post it in Discord. Just claim those codes. It's a couple easy clicks. Just log in with whatever social media account you have. I think you can even just make a normal Matcherino account. But most people I know, they just sign in with their Twitters. So yeah, I would like to thank everyone who came through. Congrats to all of our top 8 for here at Battle Break. I've been Tabby, joined with Sunny D, and we will see you all next time. Oh, sorry, we actually do have more going on today. We've got God of Rock coming up here. Thank you with Modus Games and Chapter. Our wonderful, the big man in business here for Battle Break. But yeah, so make sure to stay tuned. We got God of Rock going to be coming up in just a little bit.